Hi everyone, welcome to my Pokemon Y Dream Team quest. This is sort of like an episode 0. I had to do a lot of preparation to start this Dream Team quest, so I decided I'd make a video about the painful preparation for my Pokemon Y Dream Team quest. First of all, one of my targets is Tyrant. To get a Tyrant, you need a Jaw Fossil, which you only get one of per playthrough, so I had to play through the start of the game 5 times. Okay, that kind of sucks, but also it's only about an hour of playtime if you don't get too distracted. But now that I'm saying that out loud, 5 hours just to get 5 fossils doesn't sound very fun. But don't worry, it gets worse. To shiny hunt Fennekin, I plan to use the Masuda method, which means that I need to play through in a different language. If you don't know what the Masuda method is, pretty much you take 2 Pokemon with different languages, like an English Ditto and a French Fennekin, and then when you get an egg from them, the egg has a higher shiny chance than usual. Okay, I have to do one of the playthroughs in foreign, so that's not very fun, but turns out I ended up having to do 2 because I forgot to actually pick up a Pokemon that I planned to Masuda. I didn't actually take any pictures of the first playthrough aside from me trading over a Pokemon to have a Jaw Fossil, so unfortunately I don't remember the time for that, but I think it was around 2 hours and 30 minutes. In my second playthrough, I decided to play through in French. This decision was sort of swayed by the fact that Pokemon X and Y's region is based off of France, but it really didn't matter as long as it wasn't English. Eventually though, I made it to the fossil selection screen. I definitely didn't need to quickly check on Google Translate that I was picking the correct fossil, and I got my second Jaw Fossil, and it only took 3 hours? I guess I can't really be surprised that I got lost considering I didn't know what anyone was saying. It was also at this time where on Pokemon X, which I was playing through at the same time, that I caught myself a Ditto. Ditto is pretty much an essential for using the Masuda method, so I had to grab one on X and trade it over to Y. Anyway, time for playthrough 3. Hopefully this one's a little bit faster than last time. Thankfully it was faster than last time, but it still wasn't my fastest yet, and I was curious if I could beat my first time. You know, I'm getting a weird feeling that I, forgot something. No, I just remembered I forgot to grab a foreign Furfrou. So my plan was to actually do the Masuda method for Furfrou as well, except I forgot to grab a foreign one, so I couldn't do that. Unless I played through in another foreign language. Yeah, I had to play through Y in Italian. And despite the fact that I spent a week in Italy, I learned absolutely nothing. Funnily enough, I don't actually know if I'm going to do the Masuda method for Furfrou anymore, so that might have been pointless. You might be wondering though, if both of my English playthroughs took around 2 hours and 30 minutes, and my French playthrough took 3 hours, how long did my Italian playthrough take? It was the fastest one yet. I don't know how I did this. I think this might have just been the fastest playthrough because I knew what I was doing. I had done it 3 times before. But what was my final time? I'm kinda scared to actually calculate this. Fun fact, I also had a different fossil Pokemon on my team, so this would have been doubled. I'm so glad that I didn't do that. Anyway, you might have been wondering what my dream team actually is throughout this video. It's Fennekin, Tyrantrum, Trevenant, Meowstic, Furfrou, and Malamar. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you in the next one where I probably find shiny Fennekin, I hope.